Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's reading. This is what can you guys expect for the year 2020. So we have group 1 with beautiful opal ring. We also have this ring for group 2 and for group 3. So go ahead and take a few minutes and decide which one resonates with you. Today we're using the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And for affirmation cards we're using Miracle Now by Gabrielle Bernstein. I'll also be pulling some gems and charms for you a little bit later on in this reading. So let's go ahead with group number 1. All right. So group number 1, if you chose this beautiful purple ring, this is your reading. So let's see what cards we got for this week. The unexpected, protection, beginnings, gratitude, growth, and void. So we got void, gratitude, growth, protection, the unexpected, and beginnings. Alright, so for 2020, I can definitely tell already that you guys are in for quite the journey. Okay. Just trying to get a better view of the cards for you. There we go. There we go. Alright, awesome. So immediately I can tell that there is an unexpected journey in 2020. It's a new beginning. So unexpected. This card really popped out to me. To me, it speaks of potentially a friendship or someone that is very maternal towards you. I feel like there is a sisterly connection or a mother and daughter. But there is something unexpected that's going to happen in your relationship or a situation in your life that affects the relationship, and not necessarily in a bad way, in a good way, because there's a new beginning of some kind for you. See how they're both connected? I'm sorry about the glare, but they're both connected to nature, or they're going on this new path together. This is someone that you're very close to, that you talk to a lot, that leans on your shoulder and yours, vice versa, on theirs. But you're going down a new journey together. Also, what stuck out to me is the protection card. So the universe wants you to know, number one, you are protected. You're safe. And I also feel like there is a pregnancy. So could it be that your friend or yourself will be expecting in the year 2020? There's some kind of birth happening. Could be an actual physical birth to a child, or it could be a birth to a new idea, a new journey. But when we talk about beginnings, that's exactly what this is. It's a new beginning. And for both of you. It could be a birth to a new idea. Feel like this person is very, when I say they're very maternal towards you, they're full of advice. But also be very careful that they don't over-advise you, because it's very easy to fall for everything our friends tell us to do. But at the end of the day, you have to take confidence in what it is that you want to do in your life. But remember, you are protected. The void. I feel like you have been somewhat closed off from a lot of the world around you lately. And maybe for the first half of 2020, you might even feel like doing that. But I also feel like this is actually your time to take care of yourself. The lady in here, she is resting. She's taking some time out, right? Sorry for the glare, guys. She's taking some time out. There you go. So I feel like once you do start to take some time out, you will start to become more grateful. You will find gratitude in your life, which will help strengthen your bonds in your life, your relationships. There is definitely going to be a lot of growth for you. I feel like this is more career related than romantic. But it could be romantic. But there's a lot of, you're reaching for new heights. You or someone you know could have earth in their charts. There's a lot of earthly, very nature-esque themes in these cards. But I feel like you are taking a look within. So 2020 is about taking a look within. So I'm now going to go ahead and pull some affirmation cards for you. So, what does the universe want Group 1 to know? What does the universe want Group 1 to know? What does the universe want Group 1 to know? What does the universe want? My eyes will see what I desire. My eyes will see what I desire. What does the universe... Oh, wow. Sleep. Sleep is a spiritual practice. There you go. The void, you're sleeping. In this one, you're resting. So I look to this like you need some self-care a little bit more. You don't need to feel bad about wanting to look within and take care of yourself and sleep more. You deserve it. I feel like you've been overworking, perhaps. we're going to pull one more affirmation card for you. What does the universe want group 1 to know? What does the universe want group 1 to know? What does the universe want group 1 to know? What does the universe want group 1 to know? What does the universe want group 1 to know? Peace. Peace is in my pulse. So I feel like you're not only looking for more peace in yourself, but also in your relationships. So we've got some really, really great cards. So overall, it looks like you're going to be going on a new journey. Your relationships are going to get stronger. But you also need to take some time for yourself. So we're going to go ahead and pull some gems now. Going to grab a nice handful of gems for you. Just shake. What does the universe, guys, want group 1 to know? I'm going to go ahead and pull some more for you. Ooh, okay. So these are your gems. So, in here we have an engagement ring. Apologies, we have an engagement ring. Could be getting married or engaged. I mean, I did talk about a child possibly on the way, so either your friend or yourself are going to be engaged. There's a butterfly. Taking flight to a new journey. Again, I got 2 hearts, which again is very symbolic of love, of course, relationships. Either someone or yourself is a Cancer, Gemini, or a Libra, or your partner could be a Libra. There's some earthly, very nature-esque themes going on. So there's a leaf right there. You got a tree. You've got a key, you've got another tree, you got a peace sign, we had a peace card earlier. You even have a white crystal, so there is some purity, could be symbolic of a baby on the way, with the white. I got cats. I got one cat here and another cat. So could you maybe be thinking about adopting a pet or taking on a pet? Maybe that's the new baby in your life. And again, love. You're gonna find love. That's amazing. Awesome. Let's go ahead and pull some messages. So what does the universe want group 1 to know? Okay, so these are the words you got. Along the passage. So remember we talked about new beginnings along the passage. So keep going on your journey, your new journey. We got yes, my darling. Yes, my darling. So sounds like something you would say to a loved one. Again, love upon a shore, which is interesting because I got some sea creatures, seahorse. I also got a mermaid. For we carry the heavens with us. So again, it sounds like a very peaceful journey that you're going on. You're looking in, for we carry the heaven within us. So you're trying to find inner peace. Inspection requested. Interesting. So you could have some inner reflecting going on, or it could actually be to do with the authorities, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. But there's something that you're looking into, and take it to heart. Take it to heart. I feel like someone close to you is going to have an important message to you, for you, that will be a great learning experience for you. There you go. And last but not least, we're just going to go ahead and pull some letters for you. So, we got B, G, and I. BGI. Well, that does actually spell big. But it could be yourself or someone that has any of these letters in their name, initials, first name, last name. Could be that you're onto something big, some big idea, big dream. I got a lot of keys for you as well. Could it be that you're moving to a new place? But that is your reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. We're going to move on to group number 2. Thank you. Alright, group number 2. Those of you who chose these cards with this beautiful ring right here. Alright, let's see what cards you pulled. So you have pleasure. You have change. You have resilience. You have the path. Very interesting. You have wisdom, fear, and you have discernment. Really, really interesting so far. So obviously with the new year, there's no need to, it's obvious to say it's going to be full of new beginnings and new journeys, but let's look a little bit deeper here. So right off the bat, resilience. I feel like you are someone that has faced a lot of adversity in your life, but you're very, very strong. Emotionally, mentally, you're very, very strong. And this is the universe's way of reminding you you can handle whatever comes your way. But you've been carrying some kind of load on your back. Something that's been, weighing you down, so to speak. But there are new ideas that you are working on that are coming out. They're seeing fruition. Some dreams are coming through. They're taking place, taking shape. And they're going to set you free. So keep going on your journey. This also tells me that you could be moving. across the country to a new city. But you're minimalistic. You don't want to take too much with you. But you're going to plant your roots somewhere new. Very interesting. Then we have pleasure. Very, very important. But notice how these bursts of energy and light are coming from her. They're coming from within her. She doesn't need anyone else to find pleasure. Whether it's personally, professionally, she, are like these butterflies. She's growing, she's taking flight, and she has all the answers within her. They're coming from within her, the light, the burst of energy. So I feel like you are someone that does have a lot of energy. You have a great energy. But you just need to come more into your own, and I think you're going to find that, whatever sparks your energy next year in 2020. Feel like you might be a dancer, a performer of some kind. You've got this star-like quality about you. Change. No doubt, there's going to be a lot of change next year for you. But in the best way, because this beautiful red, it's like a blossoming flower, which, as cheesy as that sounds, that's exactly what you are. You're going to be blossoming and growing so much. You're going to be rebelling. I feel like you've got an inner rebel inside you, maybe. If you haven't rebelled yet, I feel like 2020 is going to be your year to really shine and do that. So she's planting her feet somewhere. Remember, we had these cards. If you put them together, if you put these cards together, there you go. She's planting her feet somewhere new. And I still feel like, are you a performer of some kind? A dancer? I can just see you on stage in some kind of just a beautiful outfit, and you're growing. Maybe you're growing, or you're pursuing the arts in your education, and you're literally, you're going to bloom on stage or creatively. I feel like you're very creative. There's birds around you. You have wonderful energy. This is the thunder moon, by the way. Thunder moon. Burst of energy coming from you, coming from the moon. But it's going to be affecting you in a good way. Good way. This kind of looks a little bit of a somber card, but it's actually very positive. Then we have the Path. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. She is about to go up a ladder, if you like, into a new journey. And that is you on your journey, which is really interesting because we got wisdom here. And again, there's a ladder. There's another ladder, excuse me. There's another ladder right there. You're rising above. The universe is with you, and you're taking a new journey. So you could be starting university, but you're ready to spread your wings. You're ready for that journey. Feel like you might have water in your sign, or air. We have fear. So of course change can be very scary. But you notice there's a lot of birds in these cards. You've got birds in the background here all around. There's birds in that. So you're taking flight. There's a new destination waiting for you, but you're coming out of your cage. It's exactly what this is. She's coming out of her cage. She doesn't want to be locked up in that cage anymore. giving birth to a new you. That inner child, that inner wisdom, that inner dream that you had as a child, you are going to take it on and you're going to achieve it. Really, really beautiful. So, let's go back to the wisdom card. So, you are very wise, but you're going to find newfound wisdom in 2020. You're not looking backwards, you're not looking to the side, you're looking forward. And I feel like you're taking on a very spiritual side to yourself. She's looking to the stars. She's looking and becoming more aware of the universe around her. I feel like you have a lot on your plate. You're balancing a lot here. But the universe has your back. You can do it. And then we have discernment. So, discernment. It's really, really important that whatever you do, whoever you make friends with this year, use your best judgment. You might be a dreamer who tends to, kind of have your head in the clouds, and you're a deep thinker, I think. But you have a lot of light and wisdom within you. So others might try to influence you. But ultimately, you know what's right for you. Even though I see like she has her head in the clouds, I see that you're going to start to focus more. I actually see this card as quite positive because I feel like you're going to learn to focus on your dreams and not let other people tell you what to do. So a little bit of a rebel streak there, I feel like. I'm just going to check the book as well and see what it has to say about this one, because it's a really interesting card. So it says, take care in your choices. Look carefully and judge wisely. There may have been something difficult to see, something that had been obscured, but now it's been revealed to you. Examine it closely. So that's going to come obviously with age, with wisdom as you get older. I feel like you're a very young soul, or maybe you are an adult that's going back to school, but you have an innocence about you, but you're smart. So you're going to use your best judgment when you go on this new journey, wherever you're going. And if you are someone that's creative, you're going to have to really have a thick skin and use even more so your best judgment to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and pull some gems for you. But before we do that, let's pull some affirmation cards. What do you say? All right, so what does the universe want group... we have a few. Let's pull a few more. What does the universe want group 2 to know? What does the universe want group 2 to know? We'll pull 2 more. What does the universe want group 2 to know? What does the universe want group 2 to know? What does the universe want group 2 to know? Okay. Let's see what we got. So we got, I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. That's beautiful. Sometimes we forget that fear doesn't have any power. We let it power us, but it doesn't have any real power. We have the power to change it, and we have the power with our mindset to turn it around. If you stop being, I feel like you're hard on yourself. You tend to be someone that talks a little bit negatively to yourself. But if you choose to be more loving to yourself, and even the things that you're fearful about new change, about living in a new place, maybe by yourself, being independent, if you choose to accept those fears and approach them with a more loving perspective, it's going to be a much more positive and peaceful ride for you. It's going to be so much more better. So please be kinder to yourself and treat yourself with the love that you deserve. When in doubt, I play it out. I feel like you're someone that, like for some reason I got a really strong sense that you're a dancer or a performer. And I think you turn to the arts, especially, which is very normal for artists. And it's a beautiful thing to do. It's the best way to channel your energy. You channel it into your art. Whether you're a performer or a writer, a dancer, a singer, whatever you want. So, any negative energy, when you're in doubt, channel it, play it out into your art, put it into your work. That's beautiful. I love that. And our next card is, we have another one underneath. Okay, we'll see to that afterwards. Dissolve all boundaries with love. That's beautiful. So there might be people in your life, in your new upcoming year, that misjudge you, that maybe you don't get along with in the beginning. But if you choose to show them in any adversity, so we had one, I felt like there was a little bit of adversity in this one. If you choose to channel any of that negativity with love, any boundaries, any differences, it's going to be great. Surrender my... Oh, we had another card under this, actually. Give me one sec here. Let's see what's underneath. Releasing anger from the past sets me free in the present. So going back to fear and how I said to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. I feel like you are hard on yourself, and that confirms it for me. So, self-love, confidence, success, it all starts with how you talk to yourself. And I think your education, your pursuits in your creative field, whatever it might be, maybe on stage or off stage. And I mean, there's different type of artists. You don't have to be a performing artist, but there's different types. And I think you're going to release a lot of anger through your work. So pay attention to that. Make sure, again, you're talking more kindly to yourself and to others. I surrender my desires, and I know the universe has my back. That's beautiful. I surrender my desires, and I know the universe has my back. Pleasure. Right? She's surrendering to the universe. And there is another magical card in between this one. I like that. There's always a nice surprise coming. Alright, so our last two cards were, when I honor my feelings, I find my power in powerless situations. Absolutely. And when I respect my money, money respects me. Amen to that, sister. So I feel like you are going to be very successful from your creative pursuits, from your new path. The universe has your back. It's going to bring you some enlightenment there. Let's go ahead and pull some charms for you quickly, as I do have another reading to do. So what does the universe, what message do you have for group number 2? What do you want them to know? Okay. So you could be a Pisces, water energy, I think. and you're intuitive. You have an intuition, strong intuition. Okay. Again, I'm getting a lot of water. There's a fish right there. Oops. Let's see if we can focus it. Getting butterflies. We had butterflies in some of the other cards. More butterflies. So you're taking a journey for sure. It says, angels watching over me. That's beautiful. Angels watching over me. I feel like you are very peaceful. You have a lot of inner wisdom, but again, you're becoming more spiritual. This one. And the universe has your back. With that. Let's see what else we have. We have a mermaid, some more water energy. Got a unicorn here. Got another unicorn. Wow. So you have, I think, a lot of gifts, a lot of unique qualities and gifts to offer the world. An anchor. Maybe creativity is their anchor. And I got a crown. So you're going to come into yourself. I got a bird, which is interesting because we had lots of birds. And an apple. So maybe this is to do with self-care. We're going to go ahead and pull two or three initials. We got some more initials for you. Okay, so we got an I. We also got a C. We got an M. And we got a Q. So you could have any of those initials in your name. It's CIMQ. It could be the university you're going to. Could have one of those in there. Let's go ahead and see what messages we have. What messages do you have for group number 2? And the messages I got was a little bit of everything, small contributions. I think this is telling me that you need to take baby steps. I feel like you're someone that wants to do a little bit of everything, but you have to remind yourself that baby steps are the way. Alright guys, I'm going to move on to group number 3. Thank you so much. Hello group number 3, if you chose this pile, this is your reading for what will 2020 bring you. Let's see what cards we pulled. Extremes. We have action. Boundaries. We have darkness. Creation. Abundance. Fruition. I love this card. And power. That's beautiful. Alright, so immediately what really stood out to me was, for some reason, when I see this, I feel like you are someone that's very athletic. You're very... The last read, we got someone that could be a performer. I feel like you are also very creative. But I feel like you're going to be pushed to your extreme boundaries in the next year. So you have to really make sure to look out for yourself. Know when to, pull back. Know when to look out for yourself, because see a lot of red in here, which definitely means passion. I also have a strong feeling that you're going to find romance. But I have a feeling like there's a little bit of danger, and kind of you are on the brink of, if you go too far, if you push yourself too far, it's not good, obviously. So make sure you keep an eye on that. We got one for boundaries as well here. Boundaries. Again, more pinks and reds. Boundaries. Remember your boundaries. Remember other people's boundaries. But I don't think that's the problem. I'm pretty sure that you're a good person. And you mean well. But I feel like this new journey that you're going to be going on in that 2020 will bring you, you're going to want to remember to have me time. She's in this one. She's got a boundary around her, right? She's protecting herself. So be very, very careful about who you let into your circle as well. But as long as you respect your boundaries and others, everything's going to work out amazingly. Feel like you will have a lot more me time to reflect. She's looking out, she's reflecting. This one I loved. It was action. Such a beautiful card. I feel like you are extremely, extremely creative. You have a lot to offer. And there's going to be you're very sociable. There's going to be a lot of events that you're going to be invited to, with amazing opportunities for you. But maybe that's what this is about, extremes. You're going to be pushed to extremes, and you might find it hard to say no. But make sure that you do. Make sure that you don't overexert yourself. Make sure that you do learn to say no. Really, really, really key here. I'm getting a strong sense of that. But you want to break free. You want to break out of your shell. But it has to be done within, moderation, so to speak. But once you step into that person that you're meant to be, you're going to shine so bright, my goodness. Which goes hand in hand with power. You're going to realize just how much power you have. You're going to feel powerful and empowered. This card reminds me of Maleficent. So this is a full moon. I mean, that energy says everything. You are one with the universe around you, and you have so much to offer this world. You have a lot of artistic qualities about you. If you look at her crown at the top of her head right there, I can get you to focus on that. The crown almost looks like there's some musical notes right about here. Could be wrong. Maybe you are very musical. But you have a lot of inner light about you. Fruition. That's a beautiful card, isn't it? Fruition. So your dreams are going to come to fruition for sure. See a lot of, there's a lot of, and this is the harvest moon, by the way. So harvesting season. I feel like in the spring, possibly, you're going to bear fruit, if you like, to a lot of new dreams. They're going to start to see fruition. They're going to manifest along with action. You're going to take action on your dreams. Again, I feel you're very closely connected to nature and the world around you, or you will be. We have creation. Of course, you are very creative. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you like to keep a journal at night. She's looking out into, looks like the future, but it could be the past. It looks like maybe you're a designer of some kind. Some kind of designs. Maybe there's a sculptor in the back. Very creative. Darkness. Darkness can be a scary card because you think, oh no, it's going to be negative, but it really doesn't have to be. Stars do not shine unless there is darkness. You can't see it in the light. There has to be a bit of darkness around you in order to shine, right? As they say. So, there's a bunny looking out to the moon and the stars. But there's still a light. There's still illumination. Just because it's dark doesn't mean it has to be negative. So I think, again, you're someone that has a lot of creativity that comes at night. You could come into your power at night, if that resonates with you. Abundance. Absolutely, you're going to have a lot of abundance. So in this card, we see her holding a fox. There's a lot of wildlife. There's a lot of foxes around her, and nature, and deers, and squirrels, and a lot of nature around you. Such a stunningly beautiful card. But again, when I said that I feel there's a lot of, you're very connected to nature, I do feel like that is part of your calling. Are you going to veterinary school or something in that realm? Health and wellness for animals? Get a strong sense of that for some reason. But even if you're not, you are someone that is very nurturing. You're very motherly. You're very caring. It's a really neat reading. Really, really neat cards. Let's go ahead and pull some affirmations for you. What does the universe want group 3 to know for 2020? What holds 2020? What holds in 2020 for group 3? What does 2020 hold in store for group 3? What does 2020 hold in store? Wow. Okay. Let's pull one more. What does 2020 hold in store for group 3? Okay. So you got quite a few cards there, so let's work through them. This was the card that fell out for you. When I honor my feelings, I find my power in powerless situations. Wow. And we even pulled the power card. There might be times in 2020, in your life, that you're going to feel like you're powerless. People might try to take advantage of you, push you to your extremes. And that's why it's so important to have those healthy boundaries. So, you, number one, have to take care of yourself. You have to honor your feelings so that you can find your power in powerless situations. So if someone is trying to take advantage of you, if they're trying to push you to do things that you aren't ready or don't want to do, or they're overextending you, your schedule is just so jam-packed with events, you have the right to say no. I welcome abundance and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. Wow. Abundance. Hello. I mean, that's what was pulled for you. I welcome abundance and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. Definitely believe that you will. You will definitely receive a lot of guidance as you are now. When I respect my money respects me. Absolutely. Again, extremes. Like, are you maybe pushing yourself to extremes? Are you overspending or overindulging? What kind of frequency, currency are you using? There's all types of different money. There's different types of currency. There's physical money currency, and then there's emotional mental currency. So you've got to respect it first, because you could have a lot of money, but if you don't know how to keep that money, it doesn't mean anything. Then we have true abundance is an inside job. That is absolutely true, because abundance isn't just about having money. It's about being content with what you have mentally, emotionally, the simple things. Being one with nature, for example, which will bring you a lot of joy. I can think my way out of fear. Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. If there's a situation in your life that's making you want to retire to your cave, so to speak, you can turn that fear around, basically, through positive thinking, breathing, meditation. And last, sleep is a spiritual practice. Yes, it is. So, we had another card, the darkness. Sleep is your best friend. You've got to take care of yourself. With you maybe overindulging into extremes, it could also mean that you're going to feel the need to do a lot of partying or drinking, or there's actually cup there. Now, is that alcohol? Is that water? Interesting. But you've got to look after yourself and you've got to make sure you get that sleep in. Let's go ahead now and pull some charms for you. So, for group number 3, what does the universe want group number 3 to know for 2020? What is in store for 2020 for group 3? Group 3. I want to pull another card, another solid gems for you. Group 3. Okay. So, immediately, we got Scorpio. You're someone who's very passionate. So either you or someone you know that you're going to meet will have Scorpio in their chart. We have angels watching over me. Beautiful. We have owls, so there is inner wisdom. You're very wise. Got some more unicorns. You have a lot of really, really neat skills. This one is love, so you're gonna possibly find love. This is a little bunny playing tennis, so maybe you're gonna take some time for sports and recreation. We got a dolphin. Again, to me, when I see a dolphin, dolphins are like one of the smartest creatures in the world, so very wise. You're very, very smart. Stars. We got a lot of stars in this card right here for power. Got a teddy bear, so you're going to find comfort in something. And we got the Eiffel Tower. Might be traveling to Paris. Might be studying about Paris. We got butterflies, a lot of flight. And we got two birds. Always think of Twitter when I see this. And another star, got a starfish. Could be traveling to somewhere exotic. Really, really neat. Let's go ahead and pull some messages and some initials for you. Group number 3, 2020. What initials can you pull for me for group number 3? Okay. So we got M, B, R, that's actually a V, I, and we got, yeah, I think that's all of them. So we got R, V, I, B, and M. So it could be that you have that in your initials. Could be something to do with what you're going to be doing professionally. Could be a friend that has those initials. Let's see what messages the universe wants to pull for group number 3. What personal messages do they have for you? Remembrance of things to come. Remembrance of things to come. Interesting. Do you have a special anniversary or something coming up? Maybe something romantic? Maybe a love anniversary, wedding anniversary, that kind of thing. Small contributions, taking baby steps. Again, not going into any extremes. Orders attended to, day or night. I feel like you are connected to, you're going to have a job that is going to be a lot of night shifts or evening shifts, late shifts. You might be working in a club or a bar. That's kind of what I get from that. Orders attended to, day or night. So it could be during the day as well. My bad. All the beautiful stars of the sky. So we're going to be looking to the stars. See if I can get that to focus for you. Doesn't want to focus. So we got a lot of stars in this card. We're going to be looking upwards to the universe for answers and perfectly happy. So you're going to find a lot of happiness in 2020. So overall, I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much, guys. Please make sure that you subscribe, you share, and have fun with this video. And I will see you next time for another pick a card reading. Thanks so much. Bye for now.